Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Well, one area that I can definitely see as that's been a difference for us has been the social media impact.
Top 5 security of the world, not just the school, but the world.
I started in January of '97, so it'll be 29 years.
I get help locating the student.
Is that we have a great group of security guards.
Also, the students are our eyes and ears of the campus.
Welcome to Valley Vibes, your show about culture, arts, and happenings in the Imperial Valley from a youth perspective. I'm Dr. Tom Tackey, the creator and executive producer of Valley Vibes. This week is National School Safety Week, and our focus today is on that. We have a great program prepared for you, so let's get started.
Welcome to Valley Vibes, where we highlight the voices, stories, and the spirit of life here in the Imperial Valley. Today for National School Safety Week, we're diving into a topic that affects not only students, but parents and teachers: school safety.
From morning drop-off to after-school pickups, keeping our school safe takes teamwork, awareness, and a whole lot of heart.
Joining us are the people who make that happen every single day: our campus security guards, vice principal, and school resource officer.
Let's meet with our very special guests. Welcome back to School Safety Podcast. We're here with
Craig Lyon, principal.
We want to know what you expect from our security guards.
Well, school safety is very important here at Central, and so our expectations of our school safety and our security guards is that they're very diligent and that they follow through with the expectations that we have to keep our students safe. And so that means being out visible, making sure that they communicate with the students, and then obviously communicate with administration when concerns come up. So the goal is to have open lines of communication and making sure that they are very visible and out there, kind of doing their duties as a security guard.
And what are some insights here at Central with our security guards?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that we have a great group of security guards that are led by some people that have been here quite a long time. Peter Gutierrez has been here a long time at Central, and he kind of leads our security guards along with some of the others. So I think the goal is for them to work together as a team along with our administration, with Ms. Rodriguez and the other administrators, Mrs. Apodaca and I, and support each other and support our students to make sure that we have a safe and secure campus.
And Mr. Lyon, we have one last question for you. I wanted to know, what would you like to tell our students out there that's something they can do to help our security guards on campus?
I think the biggest thing that we need from our students, and I just went through a training and it said that the students really need to communicate with the adults, whether it's through our online anonymous reporting or communicating to the security guards or administration. I think the key is that they have to be actively involved. They can't watch something that happens and not say something, because if they don't say anything, because ultimately we have 8 or 9 security guards on campus and we have 2,000 students. So if we have 2,000 students that are supporting them and passing on that information, it makes a huge difference instead of only 8 security guards and a few administrators trying to see what was going on. So our students are very important on being able to communicate what is going on campus and making sure that we're aware of the situation so we can address it.
Can you give some advice for those listening, those students in particular that are scared to speak up and are scared to go to security guards or a trusted adult here at Central?
Well, I think the best thing that we have is on our school website, we have an anonymous reporting area where they can go in, click on it, fill out all the information with whatever details they have, and they send it in. And it's 100% anonymous. We would not know who sent it to us, but then we can address the issue. So a student who is afraid to go talk to somebody, they have this ability to do it anonymously, and it makes a huge difference because then all of the administrators and some of the security guards get that notice immediately when it's sent in, and then we can address the issue. So it's not something that we get the next day. We get it immediately here at Central.
And where can students find this?
That's right on our website, that www.spartansnet.net. Go into our school website, and it's right on that front page.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lyon. So, welcome to the Security and School Safety. We have a very special guest, Paulina. So, we're currently action and live, but I had a few questions. So, what's your typical day look like on campus?
So, typical day, well, for me, I'm the first security guard who gets here because I get here at 6:45 in the morning. So, I'm the first one to just make sure, all the gates are open, everything is where they need to be, making sure that, the campus is ready for our students and staff.
Perfect. And what's usually the first thing you're looking out for when you're here so early in the morning?
So the first things I look for is pretty much anything that's hazardous or dangerous. If I do see something that's really not normal, I go ahead and call it into the office and let them know hey, this doesn't seem right, just to make sure everything's good before students start walking on campus.
You're the first day-to-day face a student sees in the morning and probably the ones they wave to in the afternoon. My question for you is, how do you balance being friendly and staying alert at the same time?
Yeah, so again, like I said, I'm the first security guard here in the mornings. So as soon as I go through campus, I go straight to the front booth. And as students are walking in, of course, I'm always greeting them, saying good morning, making sure that they have a good day. So I think just starting it off right from the start, I think it just makes students' days.
Do you think that helps build relationships with students?
That what?
Do you think that helps build relationships with students?
Oh, yes, of course. I feel like being friendly and greeting them as they come in, I think that helps them kind of wake up also in the mornings. I know sometimes it's hard for students to wake up in the mornings, but just being friendly and talking to them, I think that helps a lot.
And what's something that most people don't realize that you do as a security guard?
I think that what they don't realize is that we're here to help. I think a lot of students see us as the bad guys. I mean, we're not here just to get you guys in trouble. That's not our main goal. Our main goal is to see you guys succeed and do the best in every class possible.
So we've talked about the day-to-day and what it's like, but I want to get into the relationships part and how that makes campuses safe. How do you build trust so students feel comfortable coming to you?
Oh yeah, so again, it's just the communication. Even a simple question asking oh, how's your day going? I feel like that builds that trust and relationship with students. I mean, of course, we have to have that boundary. It is student with staff, but it doesn't hurt asking them how their day is going and making sure that they're keeping up with their grades in class. So I think that helps build relationships.
So being a security guard, of course, you've seen different things happen, different things appear, and every day is different. Not every day is the same. Can you give an example where communication made a difference?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I remember one incident. Obviously school fights happen. Obviously there was a student that came and told me hey, we heard rumors that these two students are going to fight. So that's obviously things that we wouldn't find out on our own. It's stuff that students know. So having them being able to trust me and tell me about that prevented that fight from happening.
That's awesome. So it's kind of like a prevention through connection kind of sort of thing.
Yes.
So it sounds like it's a lot of mix of intuition, patience, and care. Coming to your job every day, do you feel like students are comfortable with security guards on campus, or do you feel like they're more on the scared side?
I think with that, I think they're very comfortable. Again, I think not just me, but everyone else, we're all open to speaking with students, and they all feel comfortable coming to us and letting us know, their concerns and stuff that's going around campus. So yeah, I feel everyone is comfortable with us.
Let's talk about what happens when you have to come.
Can I get help locating a student?
Bye, guys.
Well, not to make a mess.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys not to make a mess, but it's just for the thing, okay? All right. All right, guys, please don't make a mess, all right? Make sure you guys pick up your trash after lunch, okay? All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. What do you mean it's that one?
Paulina, so you just told those students to make sure they're picking up their trash after lunch. How do you think that school pickup and all of that as a security guard, how do you see students treating our campus?
Oh yeah, so I mean, of course during lunchtime, I mean, kids are eating. There's wrappers, being open. So just making sure that the campus looks clean and is picked up. I think that's a huge thing for school. It could also be hazardous because say a kid leaves a banana or an orange and then some kid slips on it. So we actually have to make sure that trash is picked up because something like that could happen. As silly as it may sound, it could happen.
What's something that you would like for other schools and students to take as a security guard? Like, what would you want students to know about school safety?
I would just want them to know that they can trust us. Again, like I said, I just don't want them to be scared or terrified of us and think we're only out to get them in trouble. I want them to be able to come and speak to us with any concerns they may have, whether it be on campus or outside campus, we're here to help.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Paulina.
All right, thank you.
Let's meet with our very special guest. Today I'm with
Watson, top flight security of the world, not just the school, but the world.
Okay, so Watson, I was curious. So can you walk us through a typical day on campus, like when you start, and what's the first thing you're looking out for?
First thing is observe and report. I'm just watching to see everybody's body language and, what they're up to, what can I figure out, how can I prevent anything. And that's usually what I start with and beginning my day.
So you're basically the first thing a student sees when they walk onto campus and probably the ones that they wave to in the afternoon. My question for you is, how do you balance being friendly and staying alert at the same time?
Being sociable is pretty easy for me. I like talking to people, but I do got a job to do, so I got to keep it professional as possible and set a boundary.
Talking about professionalism, what's something most people don't realize that you deal with during your day?
Most time they don't see us, what we do for them. We do things like, shoot them in class or have them hurry up for they won't be late. We don't get them in trouble. We try to get them in class at all times because the more you're out of class, the more you could get in trouble, and we try to prevent that for you guys.
What made you want to be a security here at Central?
Being back at my old school, it is nice working here. I did security before, but, working here was just a lot better for me because I just to see my old class, my old teachers, and the environment's really good.
Thank you.
Welcome back to our school safety podcast. I'm joined here with our school security officer.
Peter.
And how long have you been here with us on campus, Peter?
I started in January of 97, so it'll be 29 years.
That's awesome to hear. Thank you for sticking with us for so long. Can you walk us through a typical day on campus? When do you start, and what's the first thing you're looking out for when you come here?
Okay, well, my day starts at 7:30 in the morning but I arrive a few minutes early, and even then when I first show up to work, I check out the perimeter of the campus, making sure nobody's that doesn't belong is hanging around. So once I clock in, all the security officers are all designated to be in their areas, such as all the exits and entrances of the school campus. So I'll go pick up the school golf cart, and my day will start by making sure that there's that facilities are open for students, such as the restrooms. After I make sure all that's taken care of, I'll patrol around the campus and making sure everybody's behaving, and if there's any assistance needed, I assist with that.
So you're usually the first person that students see when they walk in the morning, and probably the ones they wave to in the afternoon. My question for you is, how do you balance being friendly and staying alert at the same time with students?
I'm always try to be friendly, but I make sure I keep it short with a friendly hello. Have a good day. You never want to continue and talking a conversation too long because you always have to stay observant with everything going around you.
So usually students see you driving around campus or even walking. What's something that students may not know or realize that you do during the day?
You know what? Our tasks aren't just security, but We also do maintenance. We do custodial. Anything that, for example, if we see a hazard or a potential hazard to students or or staff members around campus, either we'll call it in, or if we could take care of it ourselves, we'll take care of it. Such as maybe broken glass on the sidewalk, or I don't know, maybe a facility such as the restrooms. Maybe they're out of TP or paper towels. We help to assist with that. So there's many little things that we do that people don't know that we do.
That's good to hear. And I want to know, why do you think it's important to communicate with students and to build relationships while also having boundaries with students?
That's very important to keep an open protocol with students. It's because also the students are our eyes and ears of the campus. They probably know more than we do. That's what's going on. And so by staying open and basically being friendly with the student, but the student is not afraid to come to us with questions or answers, and they again help us out with anything that's going on that could be dangerous.
Being here for so long, how can you relate building relationships with students as a form of their security here? So how can building relationships with students help you do your job better?
Well, I mean, I'm a father. I'm a grandfather also. So, experience started early with me with my own kids. So I believe in the way I look at students on this campus. I kind of look at them like they're my own. I want to make sure that they're safe and no harm comes to them. And that's my number one priority, is their safety. So when I do talk to students, I talk to them more maybe as a father figure, an uncle figure, or a guardian that they know that I'm here for them. And, so that's why I'm always, or 180, maybe we'll call it 90% of the time, always serious. So,
what would you like students to know about security guards?
Being a security guard, I get comments from students like, I wish I could be a security, just because they see us out of class walking around or being on the golf cart. But there's so much that they don't understand, that it's our responsibility for their safety. We got to make sure that the perimeters are always locked and secured. Also, we're responsible for students getting to class, because unfortunately, when students don't make it to class, their grades drop, and that could cause a potential not to graduate. And we don't want that. We always want all our students to graduate and to succeed and be a positive member of our society.
Thank you so much for prioritizing our student safety on campus, and not only their safety, but their academics. We want to give a special thank you to you for joining us today and all the other security school guards.
Being the host for this segment, it made me realize that security guards do a lot more than just be on watch and patrol. It makes me realize that they need to build a relationship with students to get information that they might not see, but students do see, and they might not know, but because of the students' help, it makes their job a lot easier, and it makes the campus a lot safer.
Yeah, honestly, having different conversations with every single security guard here at Central, it made me realize the insights of what it's like to be a security guard.
No, and then a long part, they have to build connections with kids, not only to get information about something that they might not be aware of, but to understand if someone's going through something, or they just have someone to talk to.
And for everyone listening out there, we just wanted to make sure that we give our thanks to those security guards and those who are on patrol, because their job is also very dangerous. There's a lot of fights that go on. There's a lot of things that they find in students' backpacks. So we just want to show our appreciation and our thanks to those security guards here on campus.
Welcome back to another episode of Valley Vibes. Another segment today that we have is school safety. We have here our vice principal and school resource officer.
Mrs. Rodriguez, Assistant Principal, Central High School.
Hi, good morning. Officer Jesus Viesca with the Yale Central Police Department, currently assigned as a school resource officer to Central Union High School.
As introduced, we have our vice principal and school resource officers who help oversees campus safety from the administrative side. So when it comes to school safety, what does your role look like day to day?
Well, beginning in the mornings when schools, starting at 7:45, we have an early start here at Central. It's important that we all know, that our securities are on campus, that everyone is in their assigned areas and supervising their areas with our students. We do have 2,000 students on our campus. So it's important that, supervision is happening throughout our entire campus, which is from the trailer areas to the STEM building to the NPR area. So that's one of the first things that we do as we get on campus, also making sure that that we're monitoring the people that walk onto our campus, which is also important. Once the bell rings, and we've got to make sure that students are getting to school and getting to class on time. So that's another piece that's important for us. And also it's important for us to be reviewing our attendance and seeing who's not on campus and why they're not on campus. That's part of our truancy officer's role. If something is happening with our students or if there's a student that is ill or injured, we are trying to contact parents to find out why a student is not on campus.
As introduced, we have our vice principal and school resource officer who not only helps but oversee campus safety and for the administrative side. When it comes to school safety, what does your role look like day to day?
Well, I start my day off about 7 o'clock, and usually as soon as I leave the station, I end up patrolling the surrounding area of Central Union High School, keeping an eye out for pedestrians, motorists, bicyclists, ensuring that our youth make it to school safely and that no motorists are driving in excessive speed and obeying all laws.
Now, for Ms. Rodriguez, I have a question for you. Since I know you've been working here for a while, how have things changed in the past few years, and not discipline-wise and every aspect of your job?
Well, one area that I can definitely see as that's been a difference for us has been the social media impact that has really been an influence for our teenagers. I have seen that impact, and it's not always a positive one. So we deal with a lot of social media concerns at times that happen, and also just the influences of social media to our students, and that's something that is nationwide, and it is a concern.
You mentioned social media. Are you guys on top of those trends on the daily, what social media influences on kids? Are you guys on top of that? As soon as something comes out, boom, you're on it, trying to see any alternative ways to stop that in any type of way.
Yeah, with respect to social media and the trends, it seems like we're always behind the curve, trying to keep up, because it's usually the youth that are coming up with the new trends. Social media has a big influence on what trends are going to be coming out, and we usually try to address any trends as soon as possible.
How do you prevent bullying and harassment here on campus?
Well, we try to address it by ensuring the students that there's a zero tolerance policy in effect. Bullying and harassment is taken very seriously by staff here. In fact, I believe it was last year we had a campaign slogan that says, "If you see something, say something."
We do have an anonymous reporting on our campus that is something that we discuss with our teachers. Our teachers also discuss that with students in the beginning of the year. The Catapult Anonymous reporting is on our website, our Central High School website. So anybody could actually get on there and report an incident. It could be a community member, a parent, a student, a teacher. They can all go on and report this. Everything remains anonymous. It is the messages and the information goes straight to our administration, and we deal with it as soon as it, is reported. So that's a great way for us to keep people feeling safe, that they're able to speak up and state what is actually going on. We also have on our campus incident reports that students can come in or parents can make phone calls and let us know if there are concerns on campus with any types of bullying, that we can talk with students.
So as mentioned, we're here with our school resource officer, the bridge between campus and law enforcement. I just want to say thank you so much for being here, because I know you're taking the time out of your day to come here and speak to us hosts. So I would like to know, what do you want listeners to know about your main role here at campus?
Well, I'd like them to know that, first and foremost, it's exciting to be here and actually interacting with the youth of our community. It shows a different aspect of law enforcement that a lot of people don't get to see, because usually you see a cop or a police officer and you're getting pulled over or getting disciplined. Well, that's not the case. As far as my role here on campus, for one, it shows the presence of law enforcement. Second, I take the role on as a mentor / informal counselor, providing guidance in any questions law related to the youth. Sure, we have the ability to arrest someone for any type of criminal law being broken, but for the most part, we're here to basically suit whatever needs the school may require.
And what's a misconception about your role? Like, what do you think students here on campus see your role as, but is not the reality of it?
Well, a common misconception of a school resource officer is that they are to act as a disciplinarian or enforce school rules. But like I mentioned, it goes beyond that.
And how would you say that you and the other security guards work together?
Well, an SRO and a security guard, we basically feed off each other. We leverage our distinct roles and create a comprehensive safety and security plan for the school.
So it takes a lot of teamwork and trust to
Absolutely.
be on the same level within each other.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, it's all about communication and maintaining those lines open.
So Officer Viesca and I, we talk a lot. We plan. We have a lot of pre-planning about situations that are going on or that may occur, such as a football game in the evening. We pre-plan for that event a week before it actually happens to discuss the before, middle, and after. We also do a lot of pre-planning and talking about emergency situations, things or incidents that could possibly occur on campus, how we would handle those situations. So we have a lot of that back and forth talk with each other just to prepare each other and so that we can both better know our roles.
I want to talk about what happens when quick coordinations matter, such as emergencies or even large school events. Like, how do you guys all stay on the same page?
During an emergency, teamwork is absolutely key. The security guards and I have different roles, but we're all working towards the same goal, protecting students and staff, and sometimes even the public who attends certain events.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie, that kind of sounds like a lot of pressure to have on your guys' shoulders. So how do you guys support each other through like those types of because you guys have a lot of pressure? How do you guys support each other like through those tough days and stuff?
So I would say that whenever we're having a challenging day, And like Officer Viesca stated, what makes our job interesting is that every day we come to work with an agenda, right? But throughout the day, just different events come up, different things come up, and that's what makes our job interesting, right? And something that I really love and enjoy about our job is that. And also helping students. But when we're having a challenging day, he is or I am, I could honestly say that, we talk about it after. We discuss a little bit about how we handled it, what we could have changed or done differently. We laugh a lot about things. And that's a way I communicate with him, just so that we can share our ideas and let go of them, right, and move on as our day ends.
So before we wrap up, what's one thing you want students to know about school safety?
When we talk about school safety here at Central, we're talking about physical safety and also emotional safety for students. That's why we're here. That's why we come to work, to support our students and staff and parents here at Central High School. So it's important that our students know that if there's ever an issue going on that they need to talk about, that they can always come into our offices, that they can go into our counseling services and to the nurse's office and talk to us to let us know what's happening and how we can extend a hand and help them out through their challenging times. So that's important that our students at Central know that. And also about anonymous reporting, that, they can report something and be anonymous about it. If they're not very comfortable with it, that we are here for them as students, and we're here to support them and assist them.
First, know that your safety is always our top priority. We work hard to create a secure environment, but we need your help in doing so. Always be aware of your surroundings. If you see something that doesn't seem right, or a strange person or a suspicious object, make sure you report it to us, either to myself, a teacher, a staff member, and don't worry about being wrong. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
Thank you guys for coming in today out of your very busy days. We have learned so much from behind the scenes into everything you guys do.
Thank you for having us today. It was great sharing some space with you. I enjoyed our time together, and let's have a great day.
This program was produced and brought to you by Spartan Sound Productions. Special thanks to Craig Lyon, Principal of Central Union High School, Adrian Rodriguez, Vice Principal of Central Union High School, COHS SRO Jesus Fiesca, Security Guards Paulina Pantaja, Matias Watson, and Peter Gutierrez, and our student hosts Grace, Juan, and Isaac. Thanks also to Dr. Thomas Tacky, creator and executive producer of Spartan Sound Productions, the administration of Central Union High School, Mr. Javier Fimbres, and Power 98 for hosting us, and to you, the listeners.